The galactic security checkpoint at Terminus station had processed thousands of species over its 200-year operation. The Vexillian guards, with their 4 eyes and chitinous exoskeletons, had seen everything from plasma rifles to biotoxins, but nothing had prepared them for the humans. Next, droned security officer Zixthar, his translator rendering the clicks and whistles into flat galactic standard. Anna stepped forward first, her brown hair tied back in a practical ponytail. Behind her, Louis carried what appeared to be a standard travel pack. They looked harmless enough: soft skin, no natural armor, blunt teeth. The Vexillians had reviewed human physiology. Weak species, fragile. No wonder they'd barely survived their own planet's challenges. Purpose of visit to Terminus station? Zixthar asked, mandibles clicking with bureaucratic boredom. Scientific exchange, Anna replied, offering a datapad with their credentials. We're here for the Xenobiology Conference. Standard protocol requires surrender of all weapons before entry. Place items in the designated container. Anna nodded pleasantly. Of course. She reached into her jacket pocket and pulled out a small blade. Then another from her belt. Then a compact plasma pistol from an ankle holster. Zixthar's eye stalk stiffened slightly. Is that all? Oh, right. Anna patted herself down and produced a collapsible baton from her left boot, a taser from her right, 2 more knives from hidden sheaths along her thighs, a set of throwing stars from her vest, a can of chemical irritant, a garrote wire, brass knuckles, a second pistol, a third knife, and a device Zixthar couldn't immediately identify. That's a sonic disruptor, Anna explained helpfully. Non-lethal mostly. The container was filling rapidly. Zixthar's secondary eyes swiveled to his partner, Krelnak, who had stopped mid-scan to watch. Anything else? Zixthar asked, his translator struggling to maintain its monotone. Anna frowned, concentrating. She reached into her jacket's inner lining and extracted a thin ceramic blade. Then she unzipped a hidden compartment in her collar and removed a vial of acid. Her belt buckle, it turned out, was also a small explosive device. The heels of her boots contained retractable spikes. 15 minutes later, 47 pockets, pouches, and hidden compartments had been emptied. The container overflowed onto a second, then a third. That's everything, Anna said brightly. Zixthar's translator emitted a sound that might have been a sigh. Proceed through the scanner. Anna walked through. The scanner immediately shrieked an alarm that made every species in the terminal clutch their auditory organs. Ma'am, you still have weapons. Anna looked genuinely surprised. Oh, right, the dental work. She opened her mouth and with disturbing casualness removed 2 false molars. One contained a miniature blade. The other held a capsule of sedative. Military habit, sorry, the scanner cleared. Anna moved aside. Now it was Louis's turn. The young man stepped forward, adjusting his glasses with an apologetic smile. He looked even less threatening than Anna, thin, bookish, with gentle features that suggested he'd never seen combat. Zixthar felt his neural cluster pulse with relief. Perhaps the female was an anomaly. Human security personnel overprepared. This one was clearly a civilian scientist. Weapons, Zixthar said wearily. Right, of course. Louis set down his backpack and began emptying his pockets, and kept emptying them and didn't stop. Where Anna had been methodical, Louis seemed genuinely surprised by each discovery. Oh, that's where that went, he'd mutter, pulling a plasma cutter from a jacket pocket. Forgot about this one, as he extracted a collapsible rifle from his pant leg. Huh, didn't know I still had these. While depositing a handful of microgrenades, Krelnak had to requisition 7 additional containers. Louis's cargo pants alone yielded 32 weapons. His jacket contained 18 more, including a fully functional, if miniaturized, electromagnetic pulse device in the lining. His boots were essentially armories. Even his belt was a disguised whip with a monofilament edge. The glasses, Zixthar said flatly, pointing at Louis's face. What? These are just— oh, wait. Louis removed them. The frames contained a laser cutting tool. The lenses doubled as transparent armor and tactical displays. 40 minutes after Louis began, the security checkpoint had processed 93 weapons from him alone. Scanner, Zixthar commanded. His patience evaporated into the station's recycled air. Louis walked through. Clean. Both Vexillians sagged with relief. Then Louis paused. Oh, actually. He reached up and removed what appeared to be a hearing aid. This is technically a weapon too, Sonic frequency generator. Can shatter most carbon-based structures. Sixthar's mandibles quivered. Why? He asked, abandoning protocol entirely. Do your species carry so many weapons? You have no natural predators on your homeworld anymore. You've achieved spaceflight. You're not at war. Why? Anna and Louis exchanged glances. Well, Anna said slowly, Earth is technically a death world by galactic standards, right? Class 12, Sixthar confirmed. Extreme gravity, dangerous fauna, volatile weather, aggressive microbiology. Right. So we grew up where literally everything was trying to kill us, Louis continued. Predators, weather, diseases, even some of the plants. We developed a cultural philosophy about it, which is, Anna smiled. It wasn't a threatening expression, but something about it made Sixthar's combat instincts flicker to life. Hope for the best, she said. Prepare for the worst, Louis finished. Krelnak gestured at the mountain of confiscated weapons. This is preparation? This is Tuesday, Anna replied. Louis nodded. We're actually traveling light. Didn't want to seem paranoid. Sixthar's translator made a sound it had never made before, something between a laugh and a distress signal. He looked at the humans, these soft, fragile creatures from their nightmarish world, and felt a crystalline understanding form in his neural cluster. They'd survived Earth not by being the strongest or fastest. They'd survived by being the most obsessively, creatively, redundantly prepared species in the galaxy. Every human was a walking contingency plan. Proceed to the conference, he said quietly. But please, for the love of the spiral, try not to improvise any weapons from the station equipment. Anna and Louis walked toward the main terminal. No promises, they said in unison. Behind them, Sixthar updated the security protocols. New entry. Humans require extended processing time. Allocate minimum 2 hours per individual. Requisition additional weapon storage. Consider therapy for screening officers. He watched the two humans disappear into the crowd, then looked at his partner. Krelnak, he said softly. Remind me never to visit Earth. Already added to my personal protocols, Krelnak replied. In the distance, they heard a small commotion. Someone was asking Anna if the pen in her hand was regulation. It wasn't a pen. It was never just a pen. The end.